Thank you for the webinar. Would company secretary experience be regarded as QWE? I knew there'd be loads of questions about QWE. Potentially. What I do when I'm looking at this is I need to work out exactly what you're doing. The SRA doesn't care about the description of the role. They want to know the substance of what you're doing. So the SRA has given this definition of the provision of legal services. So I would need probably in a separate free no obligation Zoom to go through with you to check what you're doing. If it's purely administrative, it might be the provision of administrative services, which wouldn't be the provision of legal services. However, if it is going to involve the drafting of legal documents, legal research, referring back to legislation and such, it could well be giving legal advice to the company and those things. It could well be. So there are people who have done elements of this governance and certainly compliance, like anti-money laundering legislation, data protection legislation, and the application of that within the company. That, I think, is the provision of legal services. I've just got to be careful because it could be that you're just doing administrative stuff. So someone asked me, he was a conflicts consultant. I thought, what on earth is that? It turned out he was doing conflict checks. Well, that's important. It's commercial. It's administrative. It's not actual application of any law, particularly in there. So I hope that clarifies that for you, TKM.